deputy opened the window and let the girl go in.
Okay.
They had a bookshelf that was jammed against the door.
Okay.
So like if somebody was trying to open in,
it's not gonna open. Yeah.
The locks on her window in her room.
Your daughter's window.
And then,
Yeah.
those locks are her.
Okay.
The rest of the locks on the living room windows were the glass. So we saw the bookshelf jammed against the thing. We saw her jewelry, her chain was on the floor.
Yeah, that's fine.
It was ripped off her neck. A couple of her bracelets.
The bed is shifted.
The bed had shifted. They had a pillow with a minor blood stain on it. You don't know if it's new, if it was old. And basically that's it. And her teddy bear, which she never leaves to go anywhere without. She doesn't leave nowhere, you know?
Yeah.
As Mia's father, Marlon Marcano, speaks, he describes what he saw the night he arrived at her apartment. When he entered Mia's room, he noticed the window security locks were broken, jewelry scattered across the floor, and bloodstains on her pillow. However, it wouldn't take long for Marlon to suspect that whoever did this wasn't a stranger at all, but someone who worked inside the very apartment complex Mia lived in.
That he saw them having an argument yesterday.
Who, your daughter or?
His daughter and the maintenance guy.
Your daughter and the maintenance guy.
Yeah, a couple of people.
Well, what time was that around?
I don't know.
I think they said that. He said that.
You could clearly see on his
But he
face
said he
that
wasn't
he's
coming.
been in a fight. Like you can see the left side of his face is swollen, right? Like you can see he has like minor scratch marks on him, and he's saying he wasn't in a fight.
And that was when you told deputies all that?
The deputies were here.
The deputy,
Okay.
they were moving in slow motion.
As officers continued speaking with Marlon, more details began to surface. Maya had recently had a confrontation with a maintenance worker at the complex. Her family was convinced this wasn't a coincidence, but suspicion alone wasn't enough for police to act. And with Maya still missing, officers knew time was no longer on their side. That meant officers had to identify the maintenance worker immediately and figure out exactly what the family knew.
Did anybody around the apartment hear anything?
We just talked to all the neighbors on the first floor. This is Mia's apartment. This apartment said they were home from about 5 to 8. They saw the maintenance guy in the backyard with several other guys, but they didn't hear any screaming or anything like that. She said, but we did see. And then she gave the description of this guy, tall, slim, light-skinned, short haircut, but in sweatpants. The other neighbor said he was home with his girlfriend. He didn't hear anything, but he woke up when the cops came, whatever time last night, the first time that they came. We're up to now 5 females in this community that have all given the same description of this guy, saying that he has entered their apartments without work orders. One girl across the street that has a pit bull was in the shower. He entered her apartment and the pit bull charged at him. She ran out and locked her door. He was still standing at the door. When she asked him, can I help you? He said, don't you have a work order for your dishwasher? She said no. She reported it to the office. This girl next door also said the same thing. Maintenance has a habit of coming into their apartments unannounced, and she has had an issue. There's a couple across the street said the same thing. They now have a dog. They said the dog alerts them anytime someone is at the door.
With a maintenance worker now on their radar, officers began digging into who he was and where he'd been. And it wouldn't take long before they uncovered something so deliberate, so calculated, that it sent shockwaves through the entire complex. However, officers still hadn't grasped the full depth of what they were dealing with. The initial information was fragmented, the timeline unclear, and nothing concrete pointed to where Mia could be. As concerns grew, the first responding officer relayed what little they had to supervisors, then returned to Mia's family because something about this case still didn't add up.
So has she ever ran away or anything like that?
She's
Does she have a
homebody.
history?
She's a family person. She sticks up under her father.
Okay, and how often does she usually contact you? Is it like on a day-to-day?
No,
like,
we all speak to her every day. She
day-to-day,
talks to her father all
texts,
day.
calls.
Somebody in the family every day.
She talks to her grandmother all day. I talk to her maybe 2 to 3 times a week. She used to live with me for years.
Okay.
Yeah, she would not go
Like,
without contacting somebody.
Even if her phone, she lost her phone and she was in Walmart, she would find a stranger and say, I need to call my dad.
She would, hey, can I plug it in?
Yeah.
She's one of those young people who's always on the phone.
Yeah, okay.
So the phone wouldn't even die.
Okay.
Eventually, as hours passed, detectives agreed this was no longer a routine missing persons case. They told Marlon they would take over and begin investigating what really happened to Mia. However, Marlon grew frustrated. From his perspective, time was slipping away, and every delay felt like another chance for the truth to disappear. And what detectives were about to uncover would prove that Mia's disappearance was far more calculated than anyone first believed.
Okay, we'll make sure we all have a job here. I'm going to talk to the family here in just a minute, but I want to get a little more background on what we got. I'm going to start getting more people here. If you could do me a favor, would you be able to start heading to the apartment? Yeah. I'm going to relieve you because I'm going to need you here. I need to figure out who was inside there. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, please call persons. Which one's mom? I need to talk to mom and dad. I don't need to talk about everybody. Dad?
Dad's right there with the black and team on the shirt.
Oh, gotcha. Sir? Good, how are you, sir? Mind saying, Dad? Can I talk to you for a second? All right, so I want to kind of give it so I don't have to tell everybody, so I want to be, if I could use you as a point of contact, does that work?
Yes.
Okay, I want to give you the first information since you're your dad.
Before you go on, why did it take so long for that to happen?
What do you mean?
To get people to actually come out and actually...
So when they took the original report, they didn't have the information that we have today. So, but I can't speak on behalf because I was not there last night when this report came through. So when my guys came out here, they got information, they called us, and now you see that we have more people coming out. Okay. So, but I'll clarify, I'll get you answers for that. Okay. The one thing I want to know is the apartment. Is there anybody else in the apartment? Can I talk to him for just 1 second, sir? Is there anybody else in the apartment at all?
Right now?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think her roommate is on her way home.
Is there anybody else? Who was all in the apartment?
Who stays in the apartment?
No, who was in the apartment today as a family?
Nobody went in today. Last night when we got here, well, in the wee hours of the morning, I would say like 2, 3 o'clock this morning. It was me, my son, her grandmother, grandfather.
Do you guys know primarily what you guys did in the apartment? The only reason why is because if there's some evidence in there, it's already been touched. So I want to make sure I can clarify what you guys said you did.
The only thing that we did was picked up the jewelry that was on the floor. The deputy last night, he took the box cutter. There was a box cutter that was found under her rug. So my theory as to what happened is that she was in the bathroom, or maybe she was now getting home. Either she was in the bathroom or she was now getting home, and the person was under the bed. The person was under the bed, and that's where they had the box cutter and everything.
So when you say they, what's leading you to say they?
Well, they, when I say they,
okay,
I mean, that's just how I got you. The person, startled her because I have a picture on my phone I can show you.
Let me ask you this, so I can get this working. Who has control of her? Is she on someone else's plan?
She's on my mother's plan.
Okay, has anybody ordered some of the records or anything like that?
We tried looking at it on the app, but we haven't called them. Well, we tried calling them, but we were getting a little runaround. So
You know who you spoke to? No. Okay. Can I get authority from you to go get those records?
Definitely.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll give that to the detective so they can get that.
The person who we suspect is somebody who works here.
I heard about it, okay.
The maintenance.
With all directions pointing toward the apartment complex's maintenance worker, officers began digging into his records, trying to determine whether the family's suspicions were justified or if this was another lead that would fall apart. While one team moved to the apartment complex's main office, where both Mia and the maintenance worker were employed, hoping to track his movements. At the same time, another group of officers canvassed nearby apartments, questioning neighbors, searching for anything that might expose what really happened that night.
Would you happen to know anything about the girl that went missing?
No idea. I heard about it on social media as well.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Hey, quick question.
How you doing?
Yeah, no problem. Do you know anything about the girl that went missing?
Nothing at all. I've seen you guys out front. I feel really bad. I wanted to ask, but I don't know who she is. I know what she looks like based off like social media, but beyond that, I don't know anything.
All right. Do you have any roommates that might know?
I live next door.
Oh, you live.
They're both sleeping, and they know just as much as I do. Has there been any progress at all?
I'm not sure. I'm just going door to door trying to get as much information
It's
as I
sad
can.
to see. I've seen them camped out all day.
So are they here? Or?
They are. I can ask them if they're like we're all like a friend group, and none of us we've been talking about this all day.
Okay.
None of us know anything. I'm like, if you would like to, you can ask them to come out. You can ask them what same questions or whatever questions you want. But
Sure. You can see if they want to just step
the
out.
same stuff.
All right. Hey guys, are you the only two that live here?
There's one more.
There's a third one, but I think he's sleeping.
All right, no problem. So just going door to door asking if you guys know anything about the girl that went missing.
Wouldn't know.
Went on.
No.
Yeah, didn't even know who she was.
Okay. Well, if you hear anything, just the flyers are all over. Just give us a
Yeah,
call.
of course.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you for doing it.
So you live here by yourself, or you got?
I live with my girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I was at the bar yesterday and I wasn't here.
Okay.
I came back in the morning, I saw a bunch of cops outside, but that's all I saw.
Okay. All right. Well, if you do hear anything at all,
I'll let you
just
know.
give us a call.
Oh, shit.
Thanks.
While one team went door to door questioning neighbors, they came up empty. No one had seen anything. No one had heard anything. However, they all heard about the missing girl. But back at the leasing office, the lead officer noticed something that didn't sit right. And for the first time since Mia vanished, the case finally began to crack.
And this is where, this is not. This is that. That's my on-call maintenance fob at 4:34.
But that's before, correct?
Yes. But I don't understand why he would have been there. The only thing I can think of, and I'll have to
Is that the maintenance person that,
So the on-call that is the one that they're concerned about.
and that's him?
Yeah, he's on call right now. And
Is it the same guy? Is it the Armando?
Yeah. And it looks like it was used at 2:20, and it was also used at 2:14.
And is there a thing where maintenance is able to go inside without?
So the fob that they have that he used, so he has his own fob, right?
Yeah.
And it will say like Armando Calibre or whatever. And those fobs are literally set for business hours, so they only work from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Then if you're on call, we have an on-call fob. That is going to give 24-hour access, because if somebody calls in at,
2 o'clock in the
2
morning.
in the morning, their fob won't work, so they have to use the maintenance on-call fob in order to get in.
Suspicion quickly began circling around the maintenance worker, a man named Armando. Records showed he was the on-call maintenance employee that day, meaning he had access to tools and key fobs that could grant entry to nearly any unit in the complex. And according to the leasing office, something stood out. Armando had been inside the building earlier that day, just hours before Mia disappeared. Meanwhile, as officers went door to door questioning neighbors, a troubling pattern started to emerge. Several residents recognized Armando's name, and more than one described him as someone who often behaved outside the norm.
I was talking to the armed security about 2 days ago, the day after it happened, and they said that they think it could have been maintenance, and I just told them like my experience with maintenance. I'm not sure if they told you, but I had maintenance come in my apartment about a couple weeks ago. Okay. I hadn't put in a report. I had just gotten out of the shower too, and I hear knocking and maintenance. I didn't want to answer it because I didn't put in a report. And then I heard the door open and I heard it close. I asked my boyfriend, I called him if it was him, but he was going at work. He said, no, it's not me. And then when I went out, they were still out there knocking, but I did hear the door open and close, but I have a pit bull, so I feel like he might have just scared him away.
Did you reach out to the supervisor?
No, I didn't contact the leasing office about it, because I just brushed it off, and then when this happened, and the aunt was telling me that it could have been security, or maintenance, and that other girls in the apartments nearby have had like the same problems coming up, like because I was talking to security as well. That's when I brought it up,
Wait, how long ago was this?
A couple weeks ago, maybe.
So a while back?
Now, as more information surfaced about Armando, residents started coming forward, describing strange encounters, saying Armando would show up unannounced, letting himself into apartments when no one expected him. But even with the whispers piling up, officers knew suspicion alone wasn't enough. They'd seen promising leads fall apart before. Back at the leasing office, officers tried to answer one critical question. Had Mia requested maintenance that day? If she had, Armando's presence in her apartment might have an innocent explanation. But if she hadn't, then there was no legitimate reason for him to be there at all. And whatever answer they found next would either clear his name or quietly confirm the worst suspicions everyone was already afraid to say out loud.
Fucking shut the fuck up.
Now, imagine seeing so much more. Well, that's why we went all out and decided to create channels in every niche, which are still based on true crime for you to enjoy. I mean, who doesn't like seeing people's reactions like these?
I want to cry.
Oh my God.
Jesus. From no commentary to just interrogation, because I know some of you guys hate that. But that's not the end. We really enjoy what we are building, so we have an exclusive Patreon community where they get first-hand access to anything we post and all uncensored footage.
Action if you guys can go check and see.
We can knock on the door. I can't boot.
Right.
Yeah, I can't force my way into the door or anything. We can knock on the door. If they open the door, we don't have any grounds to search the apartment or anything like that. I can stand by as a facilitator if you'd like to talk to them if they answer the door, but I can't force my way in or force a search on it. It's 1833, correct? That's that over there? Okay. Hey, how's it going, man? How are you? Good. Actually, I have somebody downstairs. You want to go ahead and get him? You live here?
Yes, I live here and my cousin lives here.
Okay.
What's going on?
So, not in any trouble or anything. Basically, I'm sure you've seen the reports of the missing girl we're currently searching for. So her family's obviously been looking all over. They had some information. I guess they got something that she it had something that she may have been around this area. So that was all I know. Her father's kind of come up. He just wanted to ask you something. It's not something we really get involved in. We're just kind of, at the request knocking on the door. So.